In a town where the oak trees whisper and sigh, I recall her porch where the old swing still lies. Her eyes listened like the prairie to rain, knew all my joy and cradled my pain. We traced gravel roads under skies wide and vast, but like shadows at dusk, those days they passed. Her eyes listen, but now they roam far from my star, across empty cabins where wild memories are. In the silence of the wind, her laughter I chase through the fading trails of her vanishing grace. The saddle sits dusty, my boots worn and old, in a room where a scar holds the cold. Seasons turn ruthless, the oaks aged in grief, each leaf a story, each fall too brief. She left with the dawn like a phantom, a ghost, leaving echoes in the heart she knew most. Her eyes listen, but now they roam far from my star, across empty cabins where wild memories are. In the whisper of the trees, her soft verses I hear, but they're just fleeting shadows, she's no longer here. So here's to the trails that we once rode side by side. Now I wander them alone, with the sunset as my guide. The land stretches out like the sorrow in my chest. In the quiet of this night, I admit I'm just a guest. Her eyes listen, and oh how my soul has tried to move past the pain to the other side. But in every dusty sunset and each star above, I find the beauty and the curse of an undying love. Her eyes listen, and I'm still learning to let go in this haunting quiet where the cold winds blow.
In the shadow of the old oak tree where the wild roses used to grow, I found your scarf, a faded red, left behind like the love we know. That dusty path by Johnson's farm still haunts my boots, I roam alone. Each step a memory hard and warm, a ghost of laughter, your soft tone. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. Porch still creaks just like it did when we'd sit watching rain sweep in. But now the woods as empty as the heartbeats missing from within. These gravel roads, they know my stride. They've watched the years peel from my soul. Once walked with joy, now each a ride towards tomorrow's ceaseless toll. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset seems to end with echoes of you drifting away. These lonely trails, these silent stars guide me to where my heart did part. Among the rust on old tin bars lies the burial place of my worn heart. Oh, how the wildlands bleed and blend with every tear that the sky has sent. In every gust your scent returns, as fleeting as the fire that burns. I whisper names into the breeze, praying they'll carry back to thee. Thorns flew with the western wind through the fields where we once lay. Now every sunset paints the end of dreams and dust both swept away. These lonely trails, these fading scars guide me to where I'll always part. Underneath these morning stars, with your memory forever my heart. In the quiet of night the wind sings low, and I reckon it's time to let you go. In the shadow of an oak, where the wild rivers bend, stood a cabin framed by time, in the land where trails end. There her laughter filled the air, like the breeze crossed the plains. Now the porch just creaks alone, serenaded by the rains. Oh, the words I never said, how they echoed through the night, underneath the silver moon, where our hearts once took flight. A scarf she left behind on the old wooden swing holds the scent of summer rain and the pain that love can bring. Years have passed, the roads have worn since she walked her path away, left me with a saddled soul and skies that turn to gray. The dust settles less these days on the paths where we once trod. Her absence fills the air like the prairie feels the sod. Oh, the words I never said, how they echoed through the night, underneath the silver moon, where our hearts once took flight. A scarf she left behind on the old wooden swing holds the scent of summer rain and the pain that love can bring. Sometimes the heart's a lonesome rider, chasing shadows, seeking light. And every sunset that I witness seems to whisper of her sight. But like the rivers meet the ocean, all my roads run back to her. In dreams she visits, soft and silent, like the wind's hushed whisperer. So here I stand, a man forsaken by the words I couldn't find, a cowboy lost in his own silence, with a ghost left behind. Oh, the words
words I never said, now they're starlight, cold and bright, guide me through the endless prairies till I find my peace tonight. Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs softly, we carved our names young and free in the wild. Her laughter danced sweet as the evening mild. The oak stood witness to vows softly spoken. Beneath its boughs a heart was once unbroken. Oak tree whispers in the dusky twilight, memories flutter like leaves in the night. Her scarf a faded red against the bark in the quiet town where she left her mark. Oh, how the silence speaks in what remains, the oak tree whispers, echo in my pains. Years roll like tumbleweeds through the plains. Her path veered far from these gravel lanes. The porch we built, now old and worn, holds the ghost of the love that I mourn. Where once her laughter filled the summer air, now only echoes meet my solemn stare. Oak tree whispers in the fading light, memories darken like the coming night. Her scarf still clinging to dreams gone stark in the quiet town that hides in the dark. Oh, how the shadows move where we once lay, the oak tree whispers, calling me to stay. Oh, the saddle rests on the dusty beam, beside the boots that chased our fleeting dream. The rains have come and washed away the traces, but not the yearning from these empty spaces. Oak tree whispers while the cold wind sweeps through the fields where the old love weeps. Her scarf a relic of a past so stark in the quiet town now forever dark. Oh, how the heart holds tight what it can't replace, the oak tree whispers, lost in time's embrace. Beneath the shadow of a gnarled oak tree, where the wagon wheel watched me leave, carved initials still claiming you and me, on a dusty trail to a dream we'd be. Our love once danced in the prairie wind, on that porch where the world seemed right, a rusted saddle where our hearts had pinned silent promises in the fading light. Oh, the wagon wheel watched me leave, rolling past dreams where I still believe. The wind whispers through the sycamore leaves, you're gone, but this old heart grieves. Now the cabin stands empty, walls echoing laughs, gravel roads where the marks of my boots. That old silk scarf you left on the path lies forgotten, buried by my roots. The change rode in with a storm's ruthless gale, swept you away across the divide so wide. Each sunset burns with a love that's turned pale on these trails where my sorrows reside. Oh, the wagon wheel watch me leave, rolling past dreams where I still believe. The wind whispers through the sycamore leaves, you're gone, but this old heart grieves. By the creek I hear the echo of a song, melodies we made, where do they belong? In the whisper of the river or the rustle of the corn, in the heartbeat of the land where I'm torn. So the wagon wheel keeps spinning round, grinding memories into sacred ground. And I ride 'neath the endless sky, so vast and echoes of the future, running from the past. Oh, wagon wheel watch me leave, with nothing but my soul which eternally grieves. Let that wheel turn, let it roll, let it heal, but in this heart it's always you I will. In the shadow of the oak, where our names were once carved deep, the wind sinks through the branches, where our whispers secrets keep. By the old porch step we'd sit, watch the sun claim the day. Now the wood's bare and silent since you went away. The wind shut the door on the life that we once knew, gone like dust on a gravel road, under skies no longer blue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you left, a piece of you undone, in the twilight of those fond old dreams, swallowed by the sun. Empty cabin stands as witness to the echoes of our laughter, but as the silence fills the air now, in the rafters ever after, the trail we walked is overgrown, no more our footsteps trace, just a cowboy with his lonely heart, moving from place to place. The wind shut the door on the life that we once knew, gone like dust on a gravel road, under skies no longer blue. Each sunset bleeds like the scarf you left, a piece of you undone, in the twilight of those fond old dreams, swallowed by the sun. Now I ride these wild lands beneath the endless stars, searching for a sign in the night, questioning where you are. Is love just a fleeting shadow, a momentary glow, or is it the deepest river flowing where we can't follow? The wind shut the door, and I listen for its sound. I hope it'll swing wide open, turn this lonesome tide around. But it's just me in the fading light, in the cold whisper of the pines, holding on to the memory of your hand once held in mine. The wind shut the door, oh, the wind shut the door.
Out in the shadow of the oak tree sprawl, where the wild wind whispers and old secrets call, there's a cabin standing worn by time's embrace. Each board and nail still holds your grace. Your scarf still dances on the porch rail, warm just like the day you left, and my heart was torn. Dust hides the paths where we used to roam, under starlit skies that once felt like home. Now each breeze that passes whispers your name in this silent prairie. It don't feel the same. Lost is the echo in my boots, so tread a cowboy's lone song where all words have fled. Remember the rains, how they washed us clean. On a great porch wood our sleigh wiped serene. The seasons turn as they always do. The rivers ran dry and so did you. Now the gravel road bears no fresh tire track. Only memories fade, but they don't look back. Dust hides the trails where our laughter lay. Now just windswept silence day after day. Your absence a shadow that the sunset paints across empty fields and weathered fence gates. Love's just a whisper caught on the dust. A cowboy's heartbreak in a world unjust. Sometimes in the rain, a scent so sweet arose you loved by the old oak seat. It's there I realize, despite time's theft, in the heart of the dust, your memory's kept. Dust hides the heartache, it whispers low in the wild lands where we used to go. Each sunset's a closing door of the past in the quiet town where shadows are cast. If letting go is the cowboy's way, why does this dust make me wish I'd stay? And so under these endless skies I ride, with nothing but memories riding side by side. And dust, it hides, oh dust, it hides. In the shadow of the oak, beneath the wide blue sky, a wagon wheel rests silent where the scars of lasses lie. Echoes of laughter under stars that now seem dim. This trail of dust and memories, it all leads back to him. The wagon remembers, oh, those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. Once rode the gravel pathways, and now overgrown and lost. The weight of empty saddles and the lines that love has crossed. Rain washed away the footprints on the porch where she once stood. Only echoes fill the silence of the cabin and the wood. The wagon remembers, oh, those days now gone so far, as the evening calls the sunset and the night seeks out its star. Old porches creaking softly in the whisper of the wind. The wagon remembers love and the pain that dances in. of what could and what might have been. The heart holds on to what the mind tries to forget, in the play of shadow and sin. The wagon remembers beneath the weight of stars above, each creak a verse of lost love sung, each turn a twist of love. As the trail ends lonesome to where wild lands begin, the wagon carries memories in the silence, thick and thin.
The old oak tree, where our names are carved so deep in a heart that's now half worn by the years that creep. We sat and watched the sun drown in a dusty amber sky, your scarf caught in the breeze like a soft and sad goodbye. Oh, but the oak tree hides the pain beneath its bark, and in its mighty shadow, I'm a whisper in the dark. Where once we danced on fallen leaves, now only shadows stride, and every sunset through its leaves is a day I've died. The gravel road to your old house has overgrown with time. The porch where we'd sit still holds a swing, but it's lost its rhyme. That cabin up on Whistler's Mount stands empty, walls have cried. Since you left, the silence speaks of the love we left behind. Yes, the oak tree hides sorrow in its rings. Each one tells a story of what the cold wind brings. Those seasons turn and years may pass beneath this endless sky. This oak remembers every tear that I've tried to hide. So here I stand, alone and with my hat held in my hands. The trails have all grown colder now, with my heart's unmade plans. And oak leaf falls, it twirls and twists like the scarf you used to wear. In the whispering wind, I hear your voice, feel you everywhere. And still the oak tree hides all the love we knew, holding on to memories like the earth holds morning dew. As I ride these trails alone towards another lonesome eve, the oak tree hides my broken heart and the man I used to be. In the silence after the song, the oak's shadow stretches long, a cowboy's tale of love and loss, sung where only winds belong. Whisper of the wind through the old oak trees, where the trail runs cold and the creek bends low, I found an echo of you, the shadow and the leaves underneath that sky where our dreams used to flow. By the dusty road, your old porch still stands, where you laughed and danced, your scarf in your hand. Boot sleeps by the door like he's waiting for your sound, but the night only answers with your memory's ghost. The
Stars overhead like the tears that I found, falling for the love, now a whisper of smoke in this lonesome heart where the wild roses grow. Boot sleeps, but the winds they forever know. Years are roll like thunder across these plains, saddles worn and dusty, just like my heart. The cabin stands empty, just the shadows remain of the laughter that once filled, now tears us apart. Gravel roads, fading trails to town so quiet and still. Every sunset pulls my heart against its own will. Boot sleeps by the door where your footsteps fade, and the echoes of us are just whispers in the shade. The stars still weep with the pain of our old tune, silent like the night where the heartache is vast as the dune. In this hollow soul where the cold winds blow, Boot sleeps, but the memories they never let go. Oh, the rivers run deep on the moon's silver gleam, and I wander these lands caught in a dream. With each step I take, it's your name that the dust speaks, and still of the night where the old wood creaks. Boot sleeps by the door, not a stir, not a peep. In the quiet of the dawn, it's your love I still keep, underneath the vast sky where wild hearts once roamed. Boot sleeps and I wander forever alone, in the whispers of the wind where our story was sown. Boots dreams of you as I face each dusk on my own.
Out where the oak trees shadow old forgotten trails, I first saw her by the creek with her bucket pails. Silver laughter in the wind, scarf dancing free. Underneath that willow tree, she smiled at me. Her eyes like the flicker of a campfire's light, guiding my lonesome heart through the blackest night. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every sunset paints her face on the canvas sky, but it's her absence fills the plains where my memories lie. Years rolled like tumbleweeds past the porch where we stood. That old house now creaks with secrets of the wood. Saddle lies dusty, my boots worn thin with roam. The trail's grown over where we once dreamed of home. Her scarf caught on a bramble, faded now and torn, whispers to the prairie grass of love forlorn. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, like initials set in wood where the wild winds blow. Every raindrop writes her name in the thirsty ground, but it's her silence fills the air, a haunting sound. By
pale glow on this empty cabin floor. I trace the lines of time and unlock yesteryear's door. A single teardrop mingles with the ink on this page as I write of love once vibrant, now turned sage. Her smile carved in the bark of my old weathered soul, carved so deep no seasons can its mark console. And as the stars witness my heart's quiet plea, in every dusty sunset her smile's all I see. Her smile, oh her smile, carved eternally. In the shadow of an old oak's reach, where the creek sings lullabies, lies a cabin worn and weathered under vast unending skies. There's a bed inside that cabin where the linen smell of sage, and a scarf you left behind, my love, now yellow with age. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows hold the sunset, the porch creaks with my sighs. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. The trail's gone cold and dusty like the memories in my mind. Gravel roads we roamed are fading, left so many miles behind. The town seems just too quiet now, like it knows you're gone for good. And the saddle where you sat by me is just worn out leather and wood. The empty bed said nothing, but I heard it loud and clear. Every whisper of the fabric spoke of you no longer here. The windows frame the twilight, the door sways with my cries. This empty bed says nothing, but it's screaming in my eyes. Now the rain taps on the rooftop like your fingers drumming time, and I wonder if the storm clouds know what's forever left behind. By the hearth I sit in silence, the flames flicker out your name. In this house of broken whispers, life's never quite the same. The empty bed said nothing, but I felt its cold embrace. Each night's a haunting melody of your absent grace. The moonlight steals through curtains, painting shadows we once knew. This empty bed says nothing, still I'm speaking back to you.
the oak trees meet the wind, I found an old porch swing
our love did begin. Those boots by the door, dusty and warm, they danced through the summer, by winter were torn. The echoes of laughter in the halls of this old cabin faded like the photographs where time is woven satin. Oh, these boots, they call my name through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed and these boots keep calling my name. The trail's gone colder, the town's a quiet shell, where our wild dreams once yodeled, now silence fell. That scarf you left behind on the chair, it's still there. The touch of your presence like smoke in the air. Saddles gathered dust, the rains came to rust. What was built in the throes of love now crumbles to lust. Oh, these boots, they call my name through whispers of the aspen, neath the skies we once claimed. Every step on this gravel road, a memory's frame, but now I walk alone. The wild has changed and these boots keep calling my name. Sometimes I think to leave it all and ride, find a sunset that won't remind me of your eyes, but these plains hold your echo, the wind murmurs your sighs. In the vastness of the open, there's nowhere to hide. So these boots, they'll call my name through storms and the silence, past the sorrow and the pain. Each step on this fading trail, your love remains a ghost in the twilight, a heart unrestrained. These boots will forever call my name. Yes, these boots will forever call my name.
In the shadow of the oak where the wild rivers bend, I first saw her face in the light of dawn's ascent. The wind whispered secrets through her flowing hair, as if the heavens knew it was more than I could bear. The lonely cabin walls of memories where our laughter danced on a cold morning that died young, where we once chanced. Oh, how the lonely winds now moan, calling me back to what I've known. Underneath this endless sky I roam, with a heart that beats and a love outgrown. Cold morning died young, but the pain lingers on. In the echoes of the dusk, my heart's withdrawn. Years have turned like the pages of a dusty, worn-out book. The trails we walked are overgrown, no second look. That old porch swing sways creaking with my every solitary stride, where we once sat close, now just shadows there reside. The scarf she left still smells of lilac dreams, fading like the sunsets into silent silver streams. Oh, how the lonely winds now moan, calling me back to what I've known. Underneath this endless sky I roam, with a heart that beats and a love outgrown. Cold morning died young, but the pain lingers on. In the echoes of the dusk my heart's withdrawn. On gravel roads I wander, with her whispers in the rain. An old saddle for a companion, bearing all my pain. What's left is just a cowboy, a shadow in the dust, living on the memories of a lost and tender trust. Oh, how the lonely winds now moan, each call a memory overthrown. Beneath this boundless bleeding sky I roam, holding on to a love that's dead and gone. Cold morning died young, as all dreams must, but in the heart of a cowboy, love never turns to dust.
Out where the oak trees shadow gravel roads, I found your scarf, the one blue as dust. It danced with the wind like it did on them porch swings, where we counted stars in the whispers of rust. Oh, that scarf sank deep in the river of time, cradled by currents of tears that I've shed. Each thread a memory, each color a rhyme of the love we lost and the dreams we once wed. Now cabins lay empty where laughter once echoed, and trails fade where your boots stirred the dust. The prairie's still wide, but it's silent around me, as I wander these lands with your memory I must. Oh, that scarf sank deep in the river of time, cradled by currents of tears that I've shed. Each thread a memory, each color a rhyme of the love we lost and the dreams we once wed. Under the vast skies I roam without aim, each sunset a closing, today's all the same. But in the cool night I hold close your token, a scarf, a soft whisper of promises
guess that scarf sank deep where my heartaches reside, below the wild rivers where lonesome men ride. And though I keep riding through rain, dust, and time, it's your scarf, your memory, that old lifeline. Oh, it's never letting go as I roam forever tide.
On the edge of Boulder Creek, neath an old oak tree's shade, I found a wagon wheel by the journey it made. Sitting there I traced the spokes and saw your scarf so light, fluttering like a ghost dance in the fading evening light. Oh, wagon wheel held tight in hands that now are gone, rode us across the wild plains to dreams now overdrawn. The creek whispers your name through the willow's mournful sigh. Underneath that oak tree is where my heart lies. The cabin's now empty, where your laughter filled the room. Porch is silent and dusty under melancholy's gloom. Saddlebags packed with dreams now just collect the rain. That lone gravel road won't hear you sing again. Oh, wagon wheel held tight in hands that now are gone, rolled us across the wild plains to dreams now overdrawn. The wind carries sorrow where our wildflowers used to bloom. In the heart of the empty cabin, I still wait in the gloom. The sunset burns just like the tears that I've cried. Each twilight a reminder of the love that's died. But these wandering trails, they keep calling me to roam, searching for what was lost in this vast starlit dome. Oh, wagon wheel held tight, memories etched in rust, every spoke a story of love, life, and dust. As the night claims the sky and the stars light up like fire, I hold on to the wheel, entrapped by my heart's wire. Oh, wagon wheel held tight, rolling into the night. I'm a ghost on these plains, faded from the side.
On the edge of Jasper Town, under skies once blue and white, I carved our names in the old oak's hide. That porch we built with summer hands now echoes silence like forgotten lands. Your scarf still hangs on our bedroom door, faded by sun like the love we wore. The wind listened as I called your name. Through whispering leaves I felt your pain. These dusty trails, they know my sin. I walked away when I should've let you in. Oh, the wind listened, but you were gone, left with the sunset, my heart undone. The saddle we shared lies untouched, it's worn, like the path to your heart, now overgrown and torn. The rain taps on the old tin roof like tears, each drop a memory of our lost years. Where wildflowers bloom, now only thorns remain. In the fields of my soul, where I whisper your name. The wind listened as I called your name. Through whispering leaves I felt your pain. These dusty trails now my only kin, echoes of hooves haunted by what might have been. Oh, the wind listened as my heart cried under the vast unending sky. By the crumbling gate where our dreams once lay, I understand now why the wind swayed, carrying stories of old lover sighs. They roam the earth beneath endless skies. The wind listened and I'm alone with the ghosts of the past in a house, not a home. May the breeze carry away my mournful tune, scatter my sorrows to the silver moon. Oh, the wind listened, but cannot heal all the silent scars that never will seal.
Out on the edge where the wild oats grow, under the shadow of an old oak's arm, I left my heart in a cabin low, where the porch creaked under the weight of our charm. Her scarf still dances on the rusty hook, the wind whispers secrets we once understood. In that quiet place by the babbling brook, where we carved our names deep into the wood, had fades in the sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread, each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch had fades, and it's never enough. Gravel roads where we rode side by side, now just tracks fading into the rain. The laughter's gone, carried far by the tide, only echoes in the dust remain. The town feels empty though folks are around. They speak but their voices are just hollow sounds. My saddle's worn where she once sat bound, riding with me, the world all sun, just like memories. Underneath its brim, her smile I can see. Dust kicks up where we used to tread. Each step away, more words left unsaid. The sunset burns, but not like her touch. Hat fades, and it's never enough. Sometimes late at night, the north wind moans, carrying a tune only the lonely have known. Across those miles where my regrets are sown, I wander forever, searching, forever alone. Hat fades in the sun, just like memories. Her laughter's a ghost in the whispering trees. The trail's grown over, the past put to bed, but in the quiet I still see the life we could have led. The sunset burns, oh how it still scorches such. Hat fades in the dust, and it's always too much. The last note lingers, the cowboy's silhouette framed by the dying light. His journey continues beneath the vast indigo sky, a testament to love lost and the enduring spirit of the wandering heart.
Underneath those aging oaks, where the wild horses drank, lies the shadow of a cabin the abandoned ranch sank. Once a haven thick with laughter, wrapped in morning's gold embrace, now just whispers on the gravel, memories time can't erase. Oh, her scarf still sways on the porch like a signal in the breeze. Each night we tied in silence, now just secrets that I keep. As the sunset paints the prairie, it's her eyes that light the skies. But beneath the stars I'm wandering, alone with my goodbyes. The old saddle's cracked and weathered, just like the lines upon my face. The years have rolled like thunder, something lost that I can't replace. The town's a quiet whisper, trails fade where we once roamed. In a land of endless roaming, no trail leads me home. Her scarf still sways on the porch like a ghost I can't release. Each night a story buried in the silence of the peace. Dust lifts where we once danced, night settles on my skin. Her absence cuts through canyons where my heart once wandered in. By the oak tree I remember promises like falling rain, words we left unspoken, now just echoes of the pain. And in the quiet of the evening, when the wind calls out her name, I see it's not the land that's empty, but my heart that bears the stain. Her scarf still sways on the porch, a relic of the breeze, a tapestry of moments lost in time's unyielding seas. As the sunset fades to darkness and the stars refuse to glow, the ranch lies there abandoned, but it's me who can't let go. Where the wild horses still remember cowboy. Some loves never fade away.
In the hush of dawn, by the old oak tree, where the scarves of mist untangle free, I recall her laugh, wild like the creek, underneath that sky where the stars would speak. Her eyes a spark against the night, once burned so bright my lantern's light. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. The porch still creaks, but she's not there, just empty chairs and strands of hair. Cabin stands on the edge of time. Her laughter's gone, no reason to rhyme. Through gravel roads and trails that fade, I'll walk alone in the bed we made. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine underneath the moon's drunken shine. Now her whispers blend with the wind in this lonesome heart where her love had been. Every sunset paints her face across these skies in a lost embrace. Was it the wild or the wanderlust that turned our love to just echoes in the dust? The road calls me, but I ache to stay in the memory where she didn't walk away. Oh, how her shadow danced with mine. Now I'm just a ghost left behind, yet the wind still wears her sweet perfume as I ride into the silver moon. Every sunset paints her face in the heart of the skies. Her eternal play. And though I roam a soul astray, part of me with her shadow walked away. This ballad reaches into the depth of a cowboy's heart, telling a tale of love and loss, bound to the eternal landscapes that bear witness to his sorrow.